Hey people, Intro here, 53, Grey Suck Undercity Blue Team. Klaus Shwab, also known as Overtly generous, rocking an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal, their passive health regeneration aura alongside Moopuppy's Plague Champion, starts off with a damage over time bolt gun, can get to melee weapons, debilitates enemies and supports allies, can also repair your stuff. This is the Cogs of Vashtor elite scheme. Round on the blues is Peroncho Devaluador rocking a Daemonhunter. A spellcaster with a bolt gun these days can support allies and control enemies. On the red team, a couple of Lord Generals. First up, xxfog with some Vostroyan Firstborn, and we have E1, and we have some Mordian Iron Guard. These guys begin with a retinue of Stormtroopers, very strong defense and support, can also add to the retinue, giving them various abilities. These guys fighting scouts early on and messing them up. Rounding off the teams, Mr. Wern is a Hive Tyrant. A durable hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and support, begins in melee with a basic synapse. I shall call you Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes marching straight towards the middle of the map where he's going to clash with Moopuppy. And this is E1 here. Peroncho's going to try and cap up the southwest corner. Heretic's taking some early damage. Moopuppy trying to keep his stuff in play by just backing it away a bit. Turning and engaging now. Lord Generals goes into melee, I think. Trying to melee the CSM, is he? No, he's backing off now. And dropping retinue members. Derek and Nigel both fall. There's some noble worship for health regen. And Peroncho with triple Stormtroopers, bringing some decent firepower early on. And E1 backs off, in fact. Retreats both of his guardsmen. And look at this. It's overtly up to his old tricks. Switching sides and bashing power with flame attacks. Messing up some Hormagaunts. I'm not sure if there was a generator here. Trying to take the node now. 2-1 cap for red team very early on. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to finish that bash. So needs to just run. Hive Tyrants on them now too. Yeah, there's the retreats. Meanwhile, xxfog able to move all the way across the northeastern corner, capping up everything now. Hitting the power a bit with a multi-laser turret down, but needs to be careful because this Sentinel is way out there and Moopuppy has double CSM. This Sentinel needs to leave. It really needs to leave. Plague Champion's also in there, right? Is he there? Yeah, he's there. Sentinel, he's trying to repair it desperately. Lord General goes into melee to try and tie things up, but I think the Sentinel's done for. It's going to be chased down here. Oh, what is this? Scouts from Overtly can finish it off as well with some bolt gun fire, maybe. Ah, the Sentinel goes down. Now these guys need to run because they're just going to get absolutely messed up in melee. Lord General's getting focused down, actually. Down goes Derek and Nigel up here, too. Scouts waiting around with a grenade ready to chuck. And guardsmen are trying to melee them. That's not a very good fight for the guardsmen in melee, I don't think. Especially with a bunch of bolt gun fire in there. I think these guys are going to wipe. Oh, maybe. They're far enough away from the chaos stuff. There's a grenade from Overtly, perfectly timed. And finishes off with bolt gun fire, I think. 1 hit point. And down they go. Superb grenade there. I don't think he would have got it without the grenade. Big retreat from Moopuppy. Didn't drop any models. Needs to just reinforce, heal up some stuff. And these guys are busy worshipping back at base. Down in the southwest. Contested power is blue. 2v1 against Peroncho with only triple Stormtroopers here at the moment. But does have interceptors. Oh, they're in here. Interceptors are in here. Where's the Purgation? They're making their way up. Interceptors got stomped. They are a teleport unit with some good melee damage output. 30 DPS, I believe. And they can disrupt with their teleport these days. There's the Purgation with the Incinerator. Sentinel being very aggressive. Taking a bunch of damage now. Daemonhunter's going to go down. Does go down. Ravener Brood in play for Mr. Wern. Here's the assist from Moopuppy. I mean, he had to defend his own power up in the east. Now has to make his way down here. It's not the most mobile hero, the Plague Champion. Got Eternal War on the double CSM and some Havocs. That's a lot of firepower. What are they going for here? Were they going for the Sentinel, maybe? Havocs have set up, but they are getting their range debuff there by these spotters. Now they can fire, and there's a revive for the Plague Champion, levels him to 2. Gonzalez able to get away. What about these fellas? Overtly shows up, takes out a Termagant Brood, I think. Perhaps, yep, down they go. May not bother replacing those guys, because he's got the Ravener Brood. And I don't know how much value he'd get out of Crippling Poison. Might be worth grabbing. Hive Tyrant does have the improved Synapse. Overtly taking his Marines back up towards this power, probably. Yeah, going for a power bash. This power is being bashed by Fog, though. Who's got some Catechins and some Guardsmen, and goes tier 2 with it. Maybe straight into a Chimera. Power going up for the red team, northeast. Fully populating that power. They're going to have tons of it. But we'll see how this power bash goes here. Down goes a node. Apothecary's got customized Stormbolter and Purification Rites. You guys going to look for a grenade, maybe, because these Catechins are going to retreat. I'm not sure if they can get close enough, or maybe they can. A bunker goes up to try and mess with them, but it's a beautiful grenade again. And that is that's like 8 or 9 kills, I think, off that grenade. Tries to steal this power, does Overtly. There's the Purification Rite seal, knocking those guys back. They have their Sergeant in there, the retinue. Not that he's a particularly good fighter, but he's adding some single-digit DPS to their combat. And they do finish the cap there. Can they node it? Meanwhile, a Warrior Brood fighting some heretics. Here comes Gonzalez, the Hive Tyrant, to have a word. Got the warp field up now, but doesn't want to face down Havocs with Heavy Bolter, it turns out. Did the Warrior Brood wipe? The Warrior Brood wiped. They are gone. Overtly was still in play there. Red team stole back the power. The tax did drop the single model. But here we see Moopuppy in there picking up the slack. Ravener Brood going to Burrow Strike. Arbot straight into the path of this firing arc. There is a creeping barrage though. 324 to 485. VP lead for the red team. Need to be very, very careful about these tier 2 picks coming out. It is a Chimera for Fog, and it's a Manticore for E1. That's a risky play. Doesn't give you much field presence, but can be devastating if you can hit those shots. Meanwhile, what is this? It is Peroncho down in the south, sweeping the area onto the power. I guess Mr. Wern was up trying to help on the other power, eh? This is a full bash here. And some impact grenades chucked in. Ouch. Big ouch. Hormagaunt's got wrecked. Was that triple impact? I think it was. There's a Ravener Brood. I can hear the Manticore firing, I think. Yep, right there. Forces Moopuppy to retreat. But didn't lose any models off his Marines. Only some heretics died, I think. Well, most of his heretics died. But they're just heretics. That's what they're there for. Who's this down? This is the Lord General of Fog down. Purification Vials now for Overtly, eh? Perhaps with the general lack of melee units on the other side, he's thinking the Vials will be more useful. Guardsmen with some plasma guns. You know, since Purification Rites is good when you're getting meleeed, is what I mean. Tactical Marines with their Sergeant trying to use And They Shall Know No Fear. Very, very risky with Catechins in melee with you, because these guys have power weapons and they're getting torn up. Might lose these Marines here. 20, yep, down they go. Marines wiped, and they had a Sergeant and a Flamer. Big loss for Overtly. Peroncho just dropped some of his Stormtroopers too. No weapon upgrades, not a huge deal. They did have Sergeants, I suppose. Some artillery spotters around there as well. These guys having to bash their own power back to take it 324 to 361 on the VPs. Kicking off in the northeast, is it? Scouts having a look. Not much they can do, though. And with these Plasma Guardsmen, if they can get them up to 12 models, with that Chimera support, they're going to trade really well with the CSM. CSM going for Aspiring Champion, so they can use the Slaughter and maybe go into melee with them and really tear them up. Purification Vials chucked in, but it was dodged. They ducked inside of the Chimera, I think. They're trying to steal this power. Guardsman having to flee there. Having the Commissar also... Oh, that was a las cannon shot there. Having the Commissar also allows you to break those retreats. Havoc's repositioning, but not towards the Chimera. There's a creeping barrage. Decent use of it. Got the Plague Champion out there. Takes down the Plague Champion. Apothecary can try to revive and gets a bunch of XP. Goes for it immediately. Oh, las cannon's getting shots again. Can the Catechins disrupt it? Support coming in. Thanks to E1. Can they get rid of that las cannon? Looks like the Chimera is far enough away at the moment. 314 to 346 on the VPs. Some artillery spotter stuff going in there. These guys with... Yeah, they're upgraded. You can see the plus icon on their decorator means they have the incendiary shell, which you just saw there. Chimera survives. Well played, xxfog. Didn't panic. Got that thing out of range and kept it alive. A nice assist from E1. Now they go to the Eastern Power. They're stealing it, actually, with some Flamer Guardsmen here. And I forget, these days they can transition from Flamer to Plasma, right? Overtly asking his opponents if they're ready for Terminators, because they're going to be coming soon. I mean, they have some Plasma Guardsmen already. Catechins can actually threaten Terminators in melee. Mr. Wern... Oh, we got some more Warriors, look. And he's got Crushing Claws. Those will mess up Terminators as well. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen Death Spitters out. Maybe we'll see some here with Terminators and stuff. Sentinel hits level 2 for E1 with Missile Launcher. And there's the Terminators for Overtly. The first of at least 2 lots, I would think. These guys with super heavy infantry armor. Storm Bolters doing 40-odd DPS each, I think. And they have the inspiration on kill. And of course, they're killing the Guardsmen so quickly that inspiration just stacks up. And it adds to them becoming a huge, huge problem, the blue team. But we'll see how it goes. Purgation, you guys okay? You still have the Incinerator, alright. Anything else for the Daemonhunter? Armor of Damnation for Tempest. And Tome of Tranquility. 281 to 346 on the VPs. Chimera. Threatened by the power fists of these Terminators, but needs to get close for that. Is it worth just getting Kassakin out as soon as possible to help you trade en masse? I mean, they're not going to trade 1v1 because the Stormbolt was really painful. Cyclone Missile Launcher coming in. Importantly, does not replace the Stormbolt or anything. It just attaches to the back of one of them. There you go. So they're still just as effective against infantry. Oh well. Catechins tried to pop smoke, but didn't really help. Cyclone Missile Launcher just obliterated that Chimera. Now they are trying to trade, though. Look at this. With Melter Guns on the Lord General to use Fight Harder for higher fire rate. The Melter Guns are also pretty good against Terminators in their own right. Catechins having to flee. Derek and Nigel, his retinue buddies, also get some Melter Guns. But after all that, they could not drop a model off those guys. He just needs a bit more, I think. Some Kassakin would be good, but he's still in tier 2. Some Melter Stormtroopers, maybe. Or just get some more Guardsmen and give them Plasma. An autocannon you could chuck in there, perhaps. Ogryns could get in there and tie them up. Ogryns may be the best play, actually, with some Lord General support. 233 to 346. We have a Zone Thrope for Mr. Wern, and he's got some Rippers up. Oh, they're coming out of the Capillary Towers. What is this? It's Power Bashing Scouts from Overtly, using a grenade and shotguns. They bashed one. They did bash one. There's tier 3 for E1. All of the blue team are in tier 3. And look at this. Overtly gets a Librarian. Does not go straight into more Terminators. These guys teleporting up to harass this Sentinel here. Was that combat stims? Yeah, combat stims on the Terminators is quite painful. So now he can be really aggressive with the Terminators if he's got the Librarian Gate of Infinity active. Who's down here? Daemonhunter's down. Oh, he's got a melee weapon. Force Rod looks like. Hive Tyrant level 3. And we got some Chaos Terminators now for Moopuppy. Is the Plague Champion here? Is he trying to revive? Where is he? Yep, there he is. Blind. So blind, he is reviving. And gets the revive. And we got some Mark of Khorne. Chaos Space Marines, level 3, massive threat. Look at this. Need some Ogrins, fellas. I think you need some Ogrins. Smite goes in from the Librarian. That was nasty. And these guys are going to wipe, I think. Yeah, you see that demoralization effect as well from the Chaos Terminators killing stuff. Interceptors now have Psy Cannons up. Ravener Brood having to get out of there. I think they're okay. That's a lot of stuff to retreat through though, isn't it? Maybe they're not okay. Some health regen from the Zoanthrope there. Did it save them? Might have helped to save them. Zoanthrope needs to run. That was a really bad little passage of play for the red team. Oh, Overtly did drop his scout somewhere. Hurts his ability to harass power and harass the VPs as well, but the Daemonhunter's on this one right here. What is this? Some Melter Gun Lord General power bashing going on. But they can't really handle interceptors in their melee mode. They've put away their Psy Cannons now. Can he bash 2 gens? Can bash two gens. Needs to run. I think he's running. What is this? Big push from the blue team. That power is down. And that is a melee Plague Champion now with a Plague Fist, level 6. Leman Russ is up though for xxfog. Was it the right play? Because they've got a Las Cannon, they've got the Cyclone Missile Launcher, they've got Chaos Terminators too. I suppose Fog just feels like more infantry just going to kind of crumble on the front line. Hive Tyrant needs to do a lot of good work here. They're trying to hold up. The blue team goes down, trying to just do just that. Can they focus down the Plague Champion? Would have, given a few more seconds, I think. 204 to 292 on the VPs. Blue team clawing back some victory points. And they're looking pretty solid right now. The south of the map, or the southwest of the map, is mainly blue. Northeast is still quite red. Blue team are on the VP though, I think. Overtly's there. Apothecary hits level 7. And we'll see what Leman Russ can do. Hasn't got any upgrades. Executioner maybe. Need to get kind of close to use it. Land Raider Crusader on the way for Peroncho Devaluador. He's lost his Purgation along the way somewhere. Psycon is doing some good work there. Can we see the bodies of the Purgation? Is that them? That looks like them over there. Red team getting a natural back. Triple is in at the moment though for the blue team. Come on, Leman Russ. That's a really small amount of damage that the Leman Russ did. I guess that these guys got healed maybe. But I really didn't like the change they made a while ago now, where anti-vehicle weapons cannot reliably hit Terminators. Because they're now medium targets rather than large. So you'll see this gun miss them a bunch probably. Big smite goes in. Here comes a bunch of plasma with Lord General buffs. Flak jacket. I really think Ogrins here would make a big difference for Fog. Because they could just run up, start smacking the Terminators. And what are the Terminators going to do? Try and fight them? There's more Terminators coming in now for Overtly. .204 to 207 on the VPs. 1-to-1 cap. Big fight here. But E1 getting way too close with his guardsmen. I think they were trying to get to that cover. That may have been an old order they were given. Terminators, oh, they did drop a model. Manticore misses mostly. I don't think that Manticore's paid for itself here. I mean, that could have been some Ogrins instead. Lots of dead guardsmen, lots of demoralization from the Terminator kills, and we have the Icon of Nurgle now, and the Lord General goes down. That is E1. Can a Leman Russ survive? These guys are also getting the Cyclone. Oh, they got teleported away by the Librarian. I thought they were going to fire the Cyclone first. Meanwhile, southwest, Mr. Wern is now fighting a Land Raider Crusader. He's got double melee Synapse Warriors, which is weird. It's a lot of heavy melee with the Hive Tyrant in there as well, and has this power as well. Yeah, they're getting a lot of power per second, these guys. Over 1 per second coming in. Autocannon Terminators in play. Is that double Mark of Khorne? No, other fellas don't have a mark. And here's some Kashyyykin for E1. These guys can switch their special weapon as much as they like. Very mobile squad with fast capping and a bunch of grenades too. Switching to melter guns there. I believe they get a crack grenade and a frag grenade, right? Interceptors in their face, having to run, but they should be fine. And looks like they did some good power bashing there too. And they do really good DPS to Terminators, potentially. Carnifex on the way for Mr. Wern, and I think he should get a Thorn back. I always say that though, and then a Thorn back dies. Leman Russ has gone Vanquisher, not Executioner. It's in a really strange spot. I'm not sure what it's doing. It just back up a bit and shoot at long range. Terminator's teleporting out. So they're doing decent damage, but it's so hard to actually get a kill with the Apothecary around supporting stuff. There's Cyclone Missile Launcher Barrage. Doesn't hit the Leman Russ though. And Heretics are in trouble over here. I don't know if Moopuppy's forgotten about them or he just wants them to die to get some population back. Teleporter relay beacon? The hell did that come from? Oh, was that the Lord General thing? Is that the new way he does the Vox operator? I think it is. 158 sorry, to 176. Still very close on VPs. And red team actually have the 2-1 now. Now facing down 3 Terminators, 2 Loyalists and 1 Chaos. There's an Executioner Leman Russ. Potentially insane DPS against these Terminators and stuff. We need to get relatively close to fire. Plague Champion now level 8 with Armor of Pestilence. Almost 1500 hit points on that guy. And we have a Stranglethorn Cannon Carnifex. And it's good against the Terminators as well. Good against all infantry, basically. Manticore. Those guys are able to teleport away from the Manticore. Big retreats. Crusader supporting in the northeast. You can reinforce off that thing. Also get health and energy regen, but you can't retreat back to it. Imperial Abyss coming in from Moopuppy. Lots of things get exploded, but it's not too bad. Was able to retreat really quickly there. Quick reaction from E1 and from xxfog. I think it was mostly targeted on xxfog. Triple cap now for the blue team. And look at the map. It's very blue. Red team need a few really good engagements to go their way. And still no Ogryns. Am I crazy, or would Ogryns make a big difference here? Because they could soak up a lot of the Stormbolter fire. Put some melee pressure on the Terminators. Allow you to deliver the DPS. They'd fight the... I mean, he's a level 4 CSM with Mark of Khorne. That might be tricky for them to fight at level 1. But you're in tier 3, you could get the Bullgryns up immediately. Terminator's just looking at the base now. Okay, they teleport out. And look, they barely took any damage on that whole push with the healing of the Apothecary level 9. Crazy. A push down the southwest though. 2 Leman Russes, Carnifex. Level 3 Hive Tyrant. Needs some more levels, this guy. Needs some more levels. 1308 hit points isn't bad, especially with a warp field, I guess. 147 to 59 on the VPs. Red team running out of time. Some quick Kashyyykin doing some capping though. Did the blue team respond? Looks like they are. Overtly's taken a very strange route, but I guess he's not too worried with that Apothecary support. Try and focus the Apothecary maybe. I mean, I've said it time and time again. It's so tempting to try and take out Terminator models, I suppose. And often when you do try to focus the Apothecary, Overtly just repositions so you can't shoot him. 134 to 58. There's the Tempest. Oh, Carnifex got way too close to death. I think he's going to go down. Those interceptors need to teleport. There we go. Didn't even need to teleport. 128 to 58. Another Carnifex come in for Mr. Wern. Peroncho has Conversion Beamer. Warrior Brood, oh, they're very low, the Warrior Brood. Very, very low. That was Aura of Decay from the Plague Champion. Warrior Brood trying to run. I'm not sure if they can make it. 3 hit points. No, they don't make it. Mr. Wern now only has a Zoanthrope and a Carnifex. Zoanthrope continues to get some decent shots in, though. Hive Tyrant runs. 117 to 55 on the VPs. 2 to 1 for blue. Red team aren't out of it yet. Here comes a Baneblade. They have 3 Leman Russes. Mr. Wern could maybe drop a nuke as well. E1 almost has a nuke. They could stop some caps, that's for sure. Of course, they need to do some capping of their own first. What is this? That's some Interceptor stealing the power. Yeah, map is looking very blue right now. Overtly is going to get the 3rd Terminator soon, I think. I believe they have an 8-minute cooldown, which is really long. Both teleporting in to try and do some power fists. I thought they were going to teleport and immediately do the Cyclone there. But I guess it's got kind of a long animation, hasn't it? 117 to 226 on the VPs. Can the Baneblade make a difference? Here's the Carnifex and has gone for Thornback now. They're just going to try and run down the Terminators alongside the Hive Tyrants. What's the power income for the red team? Not great at the moment. Not going to be able to get another Carnifex up very soon. Can the Leman Russ do something against those Terminators with Vanquisher? It seems to be doing so little. What's going on over here? Oh. The Lord General's inside the garrison for some reason. 117 to 20. 1-to-1 cat. What is this now? That is Moopuppy pushing through the mid against double Execution Leman Russes. Now these guys can deliver some damage to the infantry. Look at that. What level is this one? Still level 1 as well. Down to 16 VPs. Peroncho says GG easy. I don't think it was that easy. Baneblade is up as well. Has Peroncho spoken too soon? There's the 3rd Terminator squad. Carnifex is in there though, doing some good work. If this was like this, if he had one already and this was the 2nd Thornback, imagine the difference that would make. And the lack of Ogrins I think is big. And this Leman Rush is not able to deliver damage to these Terminators really. Looks like he's trying to target the Librarian with it. Not sure where the Leman Russ is going now. There we go. Stop moving. Did that shot hit? I don't think that hit. Carnifex is in there though. 100 to 16. E1 asking for a repair bunker. Here come the double Executioners and they are ripping through those Terminators there. Look at that. That is some good damage. Terminators on the VP dropped a model as well, I think, because of that Thornback. Mr. Wern going for some Raveners. Maybe just for mobility to get to the VPs and stuff. Catachans of Fog on blue team's natural now. And they're trying to steal the power on the wreck point here. And they've got the contested, look at that. Red team with a double cap now. Baneblade, what is going on there? Interceptor doing some serious damage. That is a shot blocking bunker there. And there's a repair bunker northwest. Northeast even. That's going to do great work for the red team. Carnifex can't benefit from it though. Where are the Raveners? What are they up to? Yeah, I think he's using them to try and keep this capped kind of thing. Some Kashyyykin helping out as well with plasma guns. Ravener Brew with a Burrow Strike. Here comes the Lord General of E1 as well. With a whole bunch of retinue fellas. What's going on northeast? 23 to 16. Can red team hold on to the double cap? single now. Plague Champion's on the VP though. It's so close. 14 to 16. There's the 1-to-1. Red team have defended their natural VP. Can Wern get over to the other natural? Here comes the Hive Tyrant. Come on, Gonzalez. What can you do? He's already quite low though. It's like half hit points already. So not too much, I don't think. Carnifex taking a beating. There's all the Cyclones. Many, many Cyclones. They survived it. And look at those Leman Russes. And that Carnifex as well. 14 to 8 on the VP. So insanely close. Look at Gonzalez though. Getting the cap. Well done, bud. He's level 4 now. Thornback able to tie up some of those Terminators. That makes such a big difference. Now Mr. Wern has some rippers. Carnifex is still going. Now charging through. Look at this guy. Made a huge difference up here. Can they wipe some Terminators? Almost did. Those guys down to 15 hit points. They do wipe. 2-to-1 for red. I think they're going to do this. What is this down here? That is some interceptors. Can they get on the decap? They are killing a heavy weapon squad. Casa can come to say a word, but they're going to run out of time. Red team have got it with a 2-to-1 at the end. Well played, the red team. They did not give up. It was these two Executioner Demon Russes made a huge difference, and that Thornback Carnifex. I really think they should have got up Ogrins earlier, and I don't think this Vanquisher Cannon Lehman Russ did a great job. I mean, I could be wrong. It did get level 2. Just didn't seem to be able to hit those Terminators very reliably. And the Baneblade, I mean, it soaked up a huge amount of damage, if nothing else. And they got it done. Let's look at these heroes. End of the game. Level 10 Apothecary for Overtly. Level 9 Plague Champion with that Plague Fist at the end. Level 4 Daemonhunter. Did have the Force Rod indeed. Level 5 Lord General for xxfog. Level 5 for E1 down at the end. And Gonzalez did get level 5, the Hive Tyrant. Well, there you have it, guys. Incredibly close game. Awesome stuff. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see ya next time.